Hello, welcome back to SnowRunner. I am HeadX, your host, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be joined tonight or not. The code is posted in the Discord if you would like to join. First come, first serve. And we have 12 more tasks to do, all of which are in Northport, 5 more contracts to do, 6 more contracts to do, I think. 5 of them there, and 1 there. Yeah, 6 more contracts to do, and 5 more upgrades out there. So, that said, the last one on Morrison Mining is a drilling equipment you can pick up in Northport, and it delivers in Northport. So, I think what we're going to do is we are going to figure out what trucks I have sitting out here, and we will get them all parked back in, and we're going to go over to Northport and work on some of the stuff there. So, these guys are parked right outside. So we got to get these guys in the garage. And we will retain them so that they are ready to travel. Why do I not recall bringing that Western Star out? Or is that the one I got the big crane on? Yeah, that's the one with the crane on it. Okay. Love the sound of that engine. Well, that's unfortunate. That was not a good way to get that truck back. And it's got the crane on it, so it may be a lot more difficult to get back on its wheels than what I would like. Evening, Steve. You just missed the first flipping recovery of the evening. trying to get everybody back in the garage and retained so that we can get over to Northport garage a little easier. Flips this little guy right over. Six contracts, 12 tasks. Just home, been out at bowls. Hey, how'd you do? Hello, Rio. All right. P16. Meow. Hey, Bryce. So, ETS2 and ATS are coming to consoles. No actual dates or cost on those listed yet. Oh, there is one other thing I need to do here real quick. Yeah, there he is. I was just thinking as Bryce popped in, I'm like, wait a minute, I have not joined the Discord chat yet. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. What museum did you go to? N- nice. Well, I got a little interest in aviation. I've flown a few planes. I have flown smaller private planes. I haven't flown any big stuff. No. The people who owned the planes that I flew had licenses. So, you know, I mean, there's always that. And he is down there's where he worked at. No, I did not. Nope, I personally knew the owners, and actually even meet the guy until one day I went up to the I took a class in school called aerospace, which was the basically it's a ground school course for getting your private pilot's license. And while I had gone to the airport to get a copy of the FAA written exam, because you can have a copy of it. You know, there's 800 questions total that they have to choose from, and they will give you 80 out of those 800. But I picked up the wrong thing the first time, so I went back on a Saturday to return that and exchange it for the right thing. And as I walked in the door, some guy heard me talking to the gal, explaining to her what had happened and everything, and he goes, "Oh, so you're interested in flying, huh?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Do you got some time?" I said, "Sure." And he took me out, and I went over the pre-flight check with him on his aircraft. He took me up flying with him, And while we were up there, he gave me full control of the aircraft. No, I wouldn't say I ended up in heaven. Well, we are going to try getting some of the tasks in Northport done. Because there are 12 tasks to do there, so. And five more upgrades to find. Hello? Yes. I am trying to get my Fleet Star back on its wheels after somebody dumped it in the water heading for an upgrade. We we wouldn't know who did that, would we, Bryce? All right, Fleet Star is back on its wheels. Now to get it out of the water. Ooh. Let me, that sounds like a plan, Stan. Um, After we get these tasks done. Nope, there's 6 contracts in the tasks, but we're doing the tasks first. No contracts. All the tasks are in Northport. If you find an upgrade in process, feel free to grab that upgrade. All right, raise suspension for the Lodestar. All right. Most gift shops are way overpriced. Why in the world is that one anchor down? How much was a mug? 38, 38.79. $15, huh? Is that 15 American dollars or is that 15 euro or? Hey, Brian, how you doing? How's the stream? Stream's pretty much just getting started. Oh, kind of soon to tell. Yeah, guys, make sure you go and catch Bryce on his Twitch channel. All right, nice. No, you didn't really miss anything. We're going to try to work on the tasks and contracts, mostly starting with the tasks over in Northport. There's 12 of them to do, and they got to get handled. And we got 6 contracts left, and now 4 more upgrades. I know where 2 of them are in Northport. I just gotta get this poor little Flippy the Fleet Star out of here. Well, Flippy had some help in getting stuck, didn't he, Bryce? Just trying to get him back through here onto the main road, and then I'm going to bring the CK back up behind him, and I'll tow him to Northport behind the CK. Time's up. Did Bryce do it? Well, I'm not going to point any fingers. I can still point fingers, just nobody would see the fingers being pointed. No, that's fine. We learn from our mistakes, right? Well, we should learn from our mistakes. Yeah, what else happened in your museum trip? Okay. All right, 1 second. This is Rock Falls. We couldn't have handled that without volunteers like you. Here's your well-earned reward. 200 XP, 1,300 cash. And CK and the... Go ahead, Bryce. Oh, all right. CK and the Fleet Star are headed to Northport. How much damage on it? Well, unfortunately, none, because somebody screwed up when he set the rules for the difficult mode. You got a long beard, Rio? Well, that's who I was going to blame. See, I have learned a lot from watching MJ Haggis. The point is, you always blame somebody else. All right. Actually, just going to do some refuels on both of these, and we're going to leave this trailer parked right where it is. Well, because sometimes that's the way they're made. Maybe they're using them to build trailer frames. Not always. But then again, I've been around a little bit longer, so I have a grander view of how I look at things. You didn't have that little shaped ball as a kid where you had all the holes in there and you had to put the shapes in it? Oh, you were missing out, man. Oh, you know what? I am not going out that one. I'm going to go out the other gateway. I'm going to go through Mountain River and then go through the White Valley. Go through the White Valley gateway to Northport, because then I don't have to, I'll be that much closer to the garage. Stonefall! That's everything we need to get this mess cleaned up. Thanks again. Here's what you're owed. 200 XP, $1,300 cash. A map? Oh, well, I don't know, because you probably used it somewhere and didn't put it back in the garage before joining. All right, and this time, guys, we are not leaving the region until we have returned all the trailers. And before we move on to Tamir, we're going back to Michigan to return all the trailers. There's not really a lot of them left in Michigan, but a lot of them that are left are in Island Lake. Well, it wasn't on screen, so you're okay. Unless it was on Bryce's screen, then you're not okay. Do I have a time limit to get all these tasks done? No, there's no real time limit to getting it done. Task-wise, I don't think so. Contract-wise, they're as far, far away. All right. All right, now we're headed into Northport. Well, I tend to keep the black ice out of my driveway. Why is there cement scattered about? Oh, that's for that one contract, isn't it? Bags on ice? All right, cool. Oh, what? I will be here shortly. I'm just about back to the garage with these two trucks, and we will. Yeah, I can do that because my P16 is already set up for long logs. I just got to grab a trailer for it. Something, something. One of these days you'll remember the words to it. See, that's why you're always the backup singer. It was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June and a Kenworth hauling logs. Cab over Pete with a reefer on and a Jimmy hauling hogs. He was headed for Bear on I-10 about a mile out of Shaky Town. Said, call all trucks, this here's seductive, I'm about to put the hammer down. I've heard that before. Pretty good? Well, thank you. Thank you very much. C.W. McCall. What in the world button did I just push? Hold on. That. 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 There we go. All right. Oh, I got that set up for long logs as well. So, Smoking a Bandit's a great movie. Yes, it is. Smoking a Bandit is an excellent movie. Tires. What do we want? We got OHD2s on here right now. Um, do you got something to do the long logs with? All right, but I'm saying you got a truck already set up for long logs? Okay. All right. In that case, let's all right, in that case I will go back in here and I have no idea. I thought he was going to try to get in and he never did. All right, bags on ice. Thank you. Hope that bear doesn't come back. He was mean, real mean. 480 XP, $3,100 cash. And now we need a log carrier rear. All right. Are you at the logging station currently? All right, I am headed to the logging station as we speak. I wonder who flipped that. That figures. It's a long truck for long logs. Yes, yes it is. Adds to the challenge. We got to test this thing's capabilities. Well, there are certain people I know that would love to see that truck do all the logging, but South Fang is just going to have to live with watching the video later and seeing the Western Star do it. Well, all right, who's winching their way along? I'll creep over here to the side and give you a little space. Of course, I don't even have the right task up on the screen. Is this a new find? You talking about the truck? No, it's one of the DLC trucks in the DLC pack. Yeah, Brian, this is the Western Star DLC pack. Guess because I don't have a crane out here will auto load. I can at least afford the $150 now. Yeah, I see you rolling right on by. Okay, let me get the correct thing up here. Which task is this one? Rio? Or is this one of the contracts? Okay. Heading up to Mountain River. I've watched a couple episodes, but never enough to really get into it. Futurama's just not my cup of tea. I wouldn't say that it's a bad show, but it just doesn't, it's not one that holds my attention. Oh, I love sci-fi, but Futurama just doesn't do it for me. It's like I've been trying to watch Lost. That's a struggle. That's another one that it's a good storyline, but it's not holding my attention. Uh-huh. Because you don't know what you're doing? Well, that's because you're like 3 years old. Stuck in the mountains. Thank you. Word has already spread about what you did. The local radio and TV reporters have started showing up, so don't be surprised if you're asked to do an interview. 240 XP, 1,650 cash. I will. You'll probably never notice it when it does. Everybody else around you will notice, but you probably won't. I gotta say, other than drinking the fuel, that's why I got a roof rack. She's doing pretty good at pulling the long logs. It's a great combo in the Yukon. Steep hills covered in icy rocks. I'm going to park right out here. And bring the Transtar out with a little fuel. Well, I did not know that, but I was fairly certain there'd be a limitation on there, just like with truck drivers. You are only allowed to drive for 10 hours in a 14-hour workday. At least here in the U.S. Nah. Well, not for me. I fall asleep on demand. Oh, yeah. If I want to fall asleep, I fall asleep. Oh, yeah. I don't want to fall asleep. I'm streaming. Three hours and 39 minutes and 14 seconds? Okay. I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. Find radio station. You certainly lived up to your reputation. Your contributions to science will not be forgotten. 50 XP, 900 cash. And I swear they need to give you more money and more XP for that one, because that is a pain in the neck. Holy cow, you just loaded into Mountain River? I said you left Northport like 5 minutes ago. Oh, well, that's what I'm doing, but it's not that long of a trip from Northport to Mount River via White Valley. In fact, I'm just about little bit of ways from the gateway, but not too far. I'm at the rock where the rock fall was. All right. Well, thank you, sir, for popping in and delivering a load of logs. Yes, yes. Let's not forget the planks and the metal beams. No, no, don't. When do you guys start school? Yeah, we got schools around our area that have started already. They've been slowly but surely making the kids go to school later into the year and then starting earlier in the year. And most people don't pay any attention to what's going on with it. All right. The weirdest school policy? What's that? I mean, let's be real. Are you learning anything in class? Wow. So, did you figure out that you've actually been doing algebra your whole life with every math question you've ever answered? Sure. You know you're parked right in my way trying to get back up that hill, right? I got a real good body guy. He'll take care of it. Oof. Almost slid right into that support for the pipeline. That would have been bad. I don't work for BP. Come on. Nope. No. Now, so I'm assuming by your last two questions, you know of the Exxon Valdez oil spill, right? Have you ever seen the movie Waterworld? No? Okay. It's a Kevin Costner movie. The whole planet's been covered in water. There's search for dry land. There's the bad guys in there are what they call smokers, and they're all stuck on a ship. And they're called smokers because they have vehicles that still run jet skis and stuff like that. And they smoke really bad. The ship that they are on is the Exxon Valdez. Well, with all the holes that were in the Exxon Valdez, no, it was still after it ran aground kind of thing. There was limited amounts of oil on board the vessel in the movie. Trailer park. I thought I was done for. I was hanging by a thread out there till you came along. You're my savior. Take care now. 60 XP, 950 cash, and a warehouse. Not that that warehouse ever really gets used for much. Contests are always fun to do. All right, good night, Rio. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll miss you too, man. Have a good one. And then there were two. Uh-huh. And then it disappeared on you. Well, give me a moment to get this truck stashed, and I will figure out where you're at, and we'll go rescue you. Ah. Oof. Well, or you can wait for me. I am just about back to the garage right now. And then I'll get rid of this trailer. And we'll get configured for a rescue. Bad hit? Yeah. That would have been a real bad hit if I wouldn't have accidentally turned off damage. It still irritates me that I did that. Hanging out in the old TranStar, are you? Alright, well, let's say, I'm getting rid of this. That's up to you. You know what? That flatbed trailer can get sold while I'm sitting here. I'm here. It's here. Trailer store's here. It will no longer be here. Yes. That's where one of the, yep. Yeah, that's where one of the upgrades is. Where is my Freightliner? Is that in Pedro Bay? No, it's not in Pedro. No, it's not in Mountain River. No, I retained everything there, so it must be down the list of ways. There it is. There it is. And I never checked. You've decided to come back? Decided you loved us too much to leave us behind? Oh, yeah, that's right. It was. No crane if I do that. No crane if I do that. Hmm. All right, nice. Actually, you might be surprised. I'm actually going to grab one of my scouts to go after one of these other upgrades. Or not. Oh, there's the scout I need right there. C500. Actually, with where you're at, you know that upgrade that's when you get down the hill by the service site down here at the bottom? You know that upgrade that's along the water's edge? Do you want to grab that one? No, that one has not been got yet. And then I will head over here and grab this one up in the mountains. Well, there's another one here up right behind the other factory, behind the north factory. But yeah, that one by that southern road just hasn't been discovered yet because it's in this. Yeah, yep. Let's see now. All right, and I will work on this lost service trailer one while I'm going after this upgrade. I don't believe it changed. It should be the same as what's in the Discord already. Victor, Echo, Sierra, Romeo, Zulu. Well, it's Thursday for us. It might be Friday for you. I don't know. How far ahead of us are you? You're 5 hours ahead, right? Or 6 hours. So yeah, it's Friday for you. You're not supposed to keep flipping your earth roamer. Oh, that's something that can be done too. If somebody wants to very carefully drive the Transtar up to that fuel station where the oil tank delivery trailer is, and take the fuel out of that trailer and transfer it into the Transtar. And I don't think it has changed tires on it, so that's why I say very carefully. Yep, because the only thing outside of a couple of rescue missions I've had to perform with it, the only thing I've done with it since is pull it out and park it outside the garage for fuel. Oh, why does it do that? I mean, just remember it has to have 10% left in it, so. You can, like where the bridge is at, you can drive down that icy slope by the bridge and you can get back up that way too. Well, I mean, you knew that was going to happen. Okay, well, we'll park here for a quick second. Not necessarily the route I was planning to go up there. All right, look, a promotion. Rank 27. Lost oil tank. One problem solved. Many more still on the table. Your help is appreciated as always. 150 XP, $1,000 cash. All right, well, I guess I'll do the upgrade after I complete this task then. Keep telling yourself that. I think I can. I think I can. Yeah, I hate when all the thing around you is the little scrub trees that are going to yank right out of the ground. All right, let's see now. Uh-oh. Shame on you. Oh, look. While I'm up here snagging this trailer, I can pop into this box and tick off one of the ones for the power line check. There's the power line check box done. Probably not close enough, is it? Nope. Had to mute for a quick second for a sneeze break. Don't you hate that? Yeah, Northport's the map with all the hidden everything. Hidden tasks, hidden upgrades. In fact, actually, I think one of the other hidden upgrades is on this map that I don't think has been snagged yet. I've gone robotic. Is it robotic on stream or only on Discord? Yeah. Uh-oh. I seem to be hung up on a tree stump. All right. All right, Lost Service trailer. I wish I could say that this was a rare incident, but with terrain like this, it happens a lot more than I would like. Drivers need to be more careful. Thanks for taking care of this. 210 XP, 1500 cash. No, you already did that. Yes, and it cost me $8,000. Now, if you would like, you can be more than welcome to pull out your own Navistar. See, there you go. Well, and not only that, but when Bryce leaves the game, it'll just disappear, so it won't cost anybody anything to recover it. That didn't sound like a hiccup. Probably not. What is this? Oh, wrong button. Lost tube. Hello, name's Robert. A big, fancy new pipeline is being built in the area. One of the subcontractors operating logistics has lost a section of pipe. We need a driver that can help with the recovery. And we're your man. All right. Yeah, Northport's got a lot of hidden tasks and upgrades in it, and tasks that don't appear until after you've done another one. Alright, yeah, I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to get up here. Oil tank delivery. You did good. Sadly, I'm doing ear bashing from my boss for the late delivery. I never wanted this job. It's a family business and there was a lot of pressure from... Nah, you don't want to hear this. Here's your pay. 300 XP, 2100 cash. All right. Time to take the world's greatest scout and climb a mountain with it. Yep. Still can't believe JJ says this isn't a scout. I mean, if he wanted to use this in a scouts only hard mode, I would have let him. I mean, it's slightly high centered here, but you know, it's see that just those anchors are so useless. It's not going to work on that side. Why is my truck suddenly got no power? I didn't even try and do a... Come on. Oh, I just flipped my Scout. I think this is the same. This is the upgrade you were going for the other day in a big truck, isn't it, Rio? And you flipped almost in the same general area. Well, that you will admit to. Oh. All right. Well, I can't read that one off because it happened while I was in the garage. Truck stowage. All right. All right. Time to go for a rescue. Hey, Artem. Welcome in. Welcome in. Not sure how long ago you popped in. I was probably off in La La Land concentrating on flipping my favorite Scout. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Eastbound, watch old Bandit run. The little meow thing's kind of your personal favorite, isn't it? It's your calling card. You're back? What about your back? Yeah. Chiropractor, see? You don't want no back pain, trust me. Well, I'd say it's not so much that you're healed from it, it's that you have developed a tolerance where you can get over the pain itself fairly quick. The thrilling story of getting orange juice, huh? So a dog made it to your mom's bed and she screamed at you. Rio, come get this thing! Hold on. How do I want to approach this for the rescue? I think I need to come in from the back side of the factory. The Earth Roamer is for roaming the Earth. Well, then you're going to need a high saddle if you got something that's 4 slots and you're using a new trailer. Because you got a 3 slot or a 6 slot. What'd you do to Rio's truck? Ah, that's not too bad, though. He can get that. Your hilarity unit. There we go. Because somebody shifted it into low gear. That's typically why they go to low gear. All right. Upgraded engine for the Earth Roamers, responding tank, Land Rover, the Hercules, the Wrangler, the Hummer, and the 110 Land Rover. Well, you know, I'm a valuable commodity. Well, yeah. the crappy thing about going down a steep hill in a bunch of trees because your camera angle keeps changing on you. Every time it hits, the camera gets in a tree. Oh, I hate them things. I hate them things with a passion. No, duck. You said duck. He likes cheese. Leave him alone. Well, you're the one that keeps bringing it up. All right, where's... There we go. For Lost Tube. Well, I probably shouldn't go too far away with this guy yet until I get the other truck off the mountain. Which is a lot of fun in the dark. All right. Now let's see. So power lines check and the lost tube. Is that all we had left? Lost tube. All right, well, those are the last two we got to do is lost tube and power lines check. Hold on. Let me kill that again. And there's one upgrade out there left, which I think is turn the map the correct way so I go to the right corner of the map. Somewhere up in here, I believe. Do you? I thought one of you guys was working on Lost Pipe or Lost Tube. Well, that's kind of cheating, man. We're taking the C5 or the Caterpillar 745C to go get what should be the last upgrade. I thought you were already in space, cadet. Is that a fuel truck? Yes, that's a fuel truck, Brian. Caterpillar 745C with a fuel tank on it. No, I thought you came in here to finish up Lost Tube. You know, the one you started. Without asking. Borrowed without asking. I see you. I see you, Mr. Upgrade. Well, I missed what it was because my truck rolled back out of the box after I got it. So it's an engageable. I, I I thought it was all-wheel drive, but I did not get to see what it was. So fine, Go forward then. You don't want to go backwards, well, go forward. Oh, it's got plenty of fuel. It's got a whole tank of fuel. Now, power lines check, unfortunately, I think I actually need to use a real scout for. Just because of the terrain. That or one of the Razvanis. Actually, let me see something here. I need to start tracking that. Because that one and that one I can get with what vehicle I'm in. Eh. I just may be able to take care of those with this thing. I think the cat needs a clean litter box. Somebody want to scoop that? Alright. There's two down. Stupid thing. You're gonna get hung up on a tree, aren't you? off that tree. The joys of an articulated vehicle and a mess of trees. Yeah, I'm not worried about the contests. I've already done them all on my main save, so... Yep. Ooh, this is definitely not the terrain that you would be driving this truck through. Alright, how do I want to get up there? Go here, cut up through there. Luck? Because that happens sometimes. That's a snow runner thing. You're not supposed to keep flipping, man. That sounds like something Ged would do. Are you saying he's not the sharpest tool in the shed? Really? Stupid tree. Okay. Now I got to get this guy back out of here. Well, there's your cat. Right outside of the garage. Yeah, you're gonna wake up the wrong person and get yourself in trouble. How in the world? Only trees on that side of me are breakable. Well, because somebody didn't realize the pipeline was already built and they wanted a spare. I have not seen Mason in chat in a couple days. Yes, I do. Pretty much. Unless something comes up. It's all the truck's fault, too. Yeah, fuel efficiency is useless if you can't keep it upright. I just need to get back up that side. I'm driving a Caterpillar 745C on the side of a mountain, and you're flipping right outside of the garage. Something's wrong with that picture. That was one of the things I liked that they did in Roadcraft was when the camera would end up in a building or something, instead of making the camera do funky things, they just made the building translucent. Well, neither is having your camera dance all over the place. Slappy cam. Alright, well there's only one more of these power lines left to check. Alright, how close am I to it? It's way over there. Back side of the sawmill. taking it to the top of the map. Darn near. Yes, I. He wants to flip it. All right. Power line check. Thank you for your report. We're going to get right to work right away. Here's your reward. 130 XP, 2,150 cash. Weren't you listening to Rio? He was talking to her. She wasn't talking to him. Well, unfortunately, that would mean you'd have to be talking to me at the normalist for you, and we call that, say, 9 p.m. your time. Would have to be right the moment I'm getting off of work. Well, my 6 a.m. for you would be 11 a.m. I don't know. All right. We can get this one back on the road. Okay. This one I want. Alright. He was outer faring. Yes. Lost tube. You found it. Excellent. It would have taken weeks to get a replacement ordered. Thank you. 360 XP, 1,950 cash. Good night, Rio. Well, probably not. We only got a little bit left here. Alright, good night. Okay, that's the one that goes basically you pick up at the port and take it to the oil refinery. Yeah. It's off-road because it gives you all the gears. You get your high range and you get all three low gears. I'm gonna head over here to the Joey. You mean besides myself? Actually, most of the guys that I've played with and stuff have completed it. Yeah. I mean, a lot of them got it right when it first came out. I mean, by by completing it, you know, they're caught up to the current season. Well, yeah, and any game that I have, like Construction Sim, Farm Sim 25, Roadcraft, SnowRunner, Expeditions, any game that I have that you have and want to play, which I do believe that Construction Sim is multiplayer setup, so. Uh huh. Well, multiplayer's broken on a lot of games. You just gotta dance around. I mean, it's kind of broken on here too. That's how come we struggle with getting certain people into chat or into the game at the same time. No, I do not. Did you get yourself stuck with a loaded trailer? All right, where are you at? Trying not to fall over? Okay, un momento. I will get something that will pull your truck back up on its feet. Where? Um, yeah, with that, do it with that. Pull that trailer with you. Let me. Dude. I mean, yeah. What in the world did? And then your crane is having severe mental malfunctions. Okay, hang on. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely have to bring my other truck out here that I was working on. Yep. Yeah, let me cut through. Not usually. I like to hear the game sounds. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I keep them out there for. Yeah, you know the route you were taking wasn't exactly the best route, right? For pulling that trailer. Yeah, the Tegas are not nearly as long of a truck as what the Freightliner is, though. All right. Yeah, that's cool. Yep. Perfect. Well, the cargo's kind of getting left behind right now, but we're getting the truck out. Alright, let's see what that gets us. Alright, truck is back on its wheels. Just got to get the cargo loaded. And you'll probably want to reset your crane. Hang on, before you lift, let me get my truck parked on the other side of you so that way it'll act as a buffer. Alright, see if that works. That should help keep your truck from tipping over. Yeah, a lot of it has to do with the angle it's at. There you go. Well, mine's a Western Star. Alright. That's another tight turn right there. That's another tight one right there. See, a lot of people like the add-on that I've got on right now. A lot of people didn't like this add-on. But the thing with this particular add-on, hang on, I gotta back up. With this add-on, you don't pick the trucks up from the front, you pick them up from the back. Yeah, it's just getting around this corner. I'm probably gonna have to winch my way around the corner. Yeah, when we get that delivered, we'll call it right there. Do you think you got it from here, or do you want me to stay ahead of you? Straight. Go straight across. Yes, yes it is. Oh, I'll make it. Washington. Washington State. Uh-oh, sound like your cargo unpacked. You flipped. Well, your last spot wasn't none too great either, so. Yeah, this is definitely not a good spot for you. Wrong freaking button. That particular method was not gonna get me to you. Well, uh-huh. Are you able to start your engine at all? Try to deploy your crane. Ah. Now don't fall over again. Yeah. Always, if you get into a tippy section, if you've got something you can connect your winch to just for safety's sake, always use it. All right, follow it around to the right. New drilling site is built. Drilling stuff delivery. It's good to know I can depend on you. With the drills delivered, the guys at the site tell me we can get the job done ahead of schedule. It's much appreciated, buddy. 790 XP, 5,900 cash. Yeah. Five more to go. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for joining us today. Sticking around for all of our shenanigans and appreciate it. If you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, feel free to share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. And on behalf of Bryce and Rio, both of whom have been here and you couldn't hear them, I will say thank you again, and we will see you next time. See you, Bryce. Yes. Yeah, we will see you then, Bryce.